EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
You go tight. You got tight. Snickers. Snickers. Quarter. Hey, Haywood. Flash it through.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. No bell.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 49.
230. Check, 47. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, alert.
Ben to throw again. And he connects with Vance McDonald. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Shotgun now for Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Ready? 95-56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now Brees. This one complete to Traquan Smith. This will be a gain of about yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Brees to throw on 3rd and 1. The open man is Smith. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
All day, guys.
Brees now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. How about the safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 50. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You're trapped. You're trapped.
Now on 2nd and 16. Roethlisberger. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had...
It's accelerating, and off he goes. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. They'll look to run with Conner, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner taking it in as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's third down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Right there in the middle. 55. Rip right. Rip right.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Thomas, the intended target.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Slam.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
The Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Black 20.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
47-yard line.
Easy. 47's the mic, boys. 47.
The NFL on a is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
White 80. Right there, 54 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
First carry for James Conner. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Roethlisberger. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. They'll run on 1st down. It's Conner, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd down and goal. Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Brees. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
21 yards. And the Saints first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let him know, let him know.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Check 15, check 15.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Breeze. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw, it's Breeze. And he'll let it fly in the direction again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
All right, now. Wide 80. Check, Mike 54. Mike 50.
On first down, it's Samuels. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On second down and 4. Roethlisberger throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Under crunch. Hey, orbit.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 10-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
18-yard line.
Ready.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
You ain't got nothing.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On first down, Murray. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Now Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Breeze, a quick throw out to Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Ready? You ready?
Brings up
Check
second
55.
and 3 at the 43-yard line.
That's track.
Throwing on second and 3. Breeze. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
56, check 56.
Roethlisberger. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
47, Mike, 47.
On third down, Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Got an open man. It's Washington. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Boswell for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. After the sack on first down, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Connor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Jordan made the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Go.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second and 11 now. Roethlisberger finds his running back, James Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, 37 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brees going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Brees. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Conner, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
47's the mic.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Breeze's throw on target to Cook, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And it is incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
56, right there, 56. Bandit, bandit. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Jack 16. 56 to Mike. Hey, high 7.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, Charlie. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Get in the weight room.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Ricky. Double bump. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Harris now to return. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the ground, this is Kamara, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Oh, you got deep? Mike, 55.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now Roethlisberger. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
They're running it.
Here's Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.